Hi, I'm Dave Rhines.
Hello, I'm Twice Baked in Washington.
And this is the Week in Weed for June the 2nd, 2015.
Already.
Here we are back in Bothell, headquarters of the MJBA.
Or Canada.
And it's not quite Canada, although you're Canadian,
But it's
so we get confused sometimes.
But you just got back from where, Indiana?
I got back from, which is even further than Canada from Washington, both in terms of miles and in terms of where they are with their cannabis industry and community. But I was able to meet with an old friend of mine, a guy that I've known since my publishing days, my early days in the 80s in Indianapolis. He is now the Minister of Love and the Grand Poobah are his two titles, believe that or not, of the First Church of Cannabis, which is phenomenal. It's this unbelievable community swelling, really a ground swelling of folks in the community across the globe. So he's only 90 days out. They were started after the so-called Religious Freedom Act was passed by Governor Mike Pence there in Indiana, which essentially was a kind of rubric for folks to discriminate against gays and other minorities and other...
So he just stepped right in there and said...
Yeah, he said, hey, if religion is an umbrella under which we can protect our freedoms, then why not the freedom for those of us who respect and are part of the cannabis community. So he has started the First Church of Cannabis. They're going to be doing their first congregation gathering on July 1st in Indianapolis. Really interesting. So I've got a couple of videos. Go to
I saw the videos. They're really good.
And see him. He is a great interviewee, and he tells you exactly what it means to be part of the church. He's got the deity dozen, the new deity
Number
dozen.
one, don't be an a-hole.
Don't be an asshole is exactly right. And so I think it starts with that sort of common sense, sort of not 10 commandments. We need 2 more because we're here in the modern age, but they're really great. And
but the last one is like about cannabis and how that's a sacred part of the religion.
And saying I love you.
Church.
One of the things he says is you have to say I love you every day. So I love you twice a day.
I love you.
I love all of you guys who are watching us. So peace and love in cannabis. So definitely check out those videos. That's really cool. And then of course we just got back midnight last night, and today we are really busy getting ready for CannaCon Denver. That's going to be really cool. We heard over the weekend, we confirmed that Cheryl Schumann will be part of our celebration.
Very nice.
We're going to be kicking off with a members-only party on the 10th of June. And then CannaCon is the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th at the Convention Center. So that's going to be a lot of people, everybody coming out. If you're in the business, you got to be there. If you are covering the business part of the community, want to know what's going on in terms of technology or new products, new hardware, new software, new logistics. They're going to have the Women's Alliance folks are going to be there. It's really exciting. So tons and tons to see, and looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, June's going to be a busy month. Job fair is coming right up as well, right after that on the 20th.
Absolutely.
In Spokane.
Absolutely.
So we're stoked about that.
Yeah, we're totally stoked. So it's been it's been a really busy week, job fair, and then of course we're looking at things like the I-502 banking compliance event on the 29th of June. So that's all just in June. But really this week I am still coming off of this really interesting conversation with Bill. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen in terms of, really this is Midwestern conservative America coming to terms with cannabis. And so for the first time you're seeing that, local media covering that, and a lot of the local businesses reacting against the kind of religious backlash.
What was it like to be back in a state where you can't just get weed?
Wow, yeah, it was really tough, and it's a whole different culture. So yeah, we represent the future to them. The notion that that not only you would have access to cannabis, but that you could go into a retail store and have a selection of
Right.
products, from topical products to edible products to flowers in all kinds of varieties and in all kinds
And the
of packaging.
paraphernalia even.
And that's right,
Yeah.
the glassware and the
Yeah.
pipes and all that, which are in, really illegal
Illegal.
if you are intended for cannabis use. So, yeah, it's a completely different end of the spectrum. So it's really great to be there. I'm from Indiana, so for me, it's particularly fun to go back and talk to folks about, hey, there is a future in legal marijuana. So
That's where you get part of your accent from.
I do have that, kind of Midwestern accent, so that's what that
Very
is.
good.
Yeah, for sure.
Excellent.
And what have you been doing?
I went to the Cannabis Grand Crew on Saturday, and I ran into all the people that were there and took pictures and made a couple videos of it. There was a cooking demo by Marco Hoffman and Allison Drayson from Editors. So I
Fantastic.
captured that, and that will be going out on Marijuana Channel 1. And then I also took a little video with Brandon Palma from Dope
The
Magazine.
designer,
Yeah, he's wonderful.
Absolutely,
So,
he's a very talented guy.
Yeah, so we made a little video, and that's going out on Marijuana
So all
Channel
that's on Marijuana Channel 1.
Yes.
So if you want to see Bill Levin, and these are exclusive talks, right? These aren't things that we've picked up. These are exclusive talks that, because we are part of the community and because we know these guys, we get to have unique access. So Bill, I don't think, has had any of this real deep conversation about what the church is about and how you can get involved. You'll find that on Marijuana Channel 1. Access to folks like Brandon, access to events like Grand Crew in Seattle. We're really only a very tiny number of folks are actually able to participate in the event, but through the magic of media, you're able to experience and see what these folks have to say and what these valuable sponsors are helping to create the platform. So thank you again to everyone who's watching here. Please do
Thank you for
subscribe to
watching.
Marijuana Channel 1. Follow Twice Baked in WA. Follow MJ Headline News on Twitter and on Facebook. We appreciate your support. Comment. If you have anything to say, if you have information or news to share, send it to info@mjba.net. And we look forward to seeing you next week in
Absolutely.
Weed.
Have a wonderful week.
Until then, peace.
Yoink.